A question we're often asked, what is the difference between your blood jam, blood syrup, and blood juice? Well, essentially the difference is just consistency. Everything else is the same. The ingredients are all essentially the same, and the washability and safety is the same. But the consistency is different and the uses are different based off of those consistencies. The blood jam was designed to be a standalone makeup, something that you can apply to the skin or the body that's going to stay put. You don't want it to drip everywhere or make a mess or get all over your set. You want it to stay in a very specific location to tell a very specific story or to keep that story moving throughout. Or you have a character that's just bloody and has a lot of gore details on them, and you want those details to last over time. So blood jam is ideal for that, and over time they're going to develop a skin, and it's going to look old, it's going to look congealed, and it's going to have a nice gnarly look to it. The blood syrup is in between. It's a little runnier. It gets a little closer to what blood would look like when it starts to drip or move from the body, right? So this is our blood syrup. You get a nice slow drip. This is great if it's splattered on a wall or after a gunshot or dripping down a costume. We particularly like using it for Carrie because when it hits the body, it doesn't splatter. It hits and it stays put and then runs down beautifully. So you don't have to worry about the actors around Carrie getting blood on their costumes, nor do you have to have a splash zone for your audience. So your syrup is nice because it gets a runny quality with leaving some streaks behind on the body, giving a close to realistic thickness to blood. Then we have juice. Our blood juice is our special effects splatter thickness. This is going to run close to water. This, if you've been doing water rehearsals and you love the way that it sprays out of your blood bags, if you love the way that it sprays out of a spray bottle or any kind of other device, juice is the product for you. This is going to have a beautiful splatter and it's going to hold a nice rich color. That's why we separated the consistencies for you, is to maintain color. If you were to cut it down by yourself, you're going to lose a little bit of the color richness that was designed into the product. But by doing it here, we've maintained the color for you and cut out the guesswork of what thickness you need for what effect. As always, it's driven by your story. What story are you trying to tell? That's going to help influence what type of thickness you need and what you want. If you want something that's going to stay put and not make a mess, the jam is perfect for that. It's ideal and it'll keep focused on where the wound is. If it's important to show the blood bleeding and that part of the process, the syrup is great and it's going to have a little bit of drip, but it's not going to be crazy and it's not going to splatter. If you want a gore fest and you want it to splatter everywhere, the juice is exactly what was designed for you. This stuff will splatter, it's going to look rich, and it makes a great picture on walls, on costumes, on actors' faces. It's a really beautiful product. So think about your story, but those are the differences in consistencies. That's how they look and that's how they run across the body and costumes.